Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, Reynolds Stadium, home of the Razorbacks. And this big crowd has already been serenading their beloved team with Whoa Pig Sooie. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down here for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Singleton. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quick throw, catch made.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and get some positive yards.
Pass caught, second down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
Second down now after the sack. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Singleton. The pass is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And that one's picked off. What a play. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Gonna run it. It's Russell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you give positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Back to pass. It's Singleton. Running out of time in the pocket. quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the punt will bounce and roll. Coming back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He escapes the sack. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the handoff. And they're able to get him down. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Fights off a defender. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Arkansas 0.
A new set of downs after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
14, Arkansas, 0.
This one will be fair caught. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Handoff here from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. The tight end has got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hampton. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Lining up to try the extra point. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Finds his man. It's Russell. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled, but first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
And the Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Nice grab. It's Johnson. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. and the gain just good enough for a first down. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down but crosses midfield to the 46. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Nothing better than play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the quarterback dropping back. He's going to take off here. Breaking free at the 35. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Let's go.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawks.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. But it took a look just to confirm it. But it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. To be tackled at the 21. It's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, tied. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play. This will likely be the last play of the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Hampton. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive.
And your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over first and 10.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Using his legs. It's Hill. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And this one is getting ugly.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Catch hauled in here over the middle, but a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Out Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
691, Gators score. Here we go.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Going for his running back. Caught near the sticks. It's Dull. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, I love the running back angle route. It's an easy throw and an easy read for the quarterback, and you get the ball in the hands of a dangerous playmaker.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 41, Arkansas 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-0.
Takes the handoff. It's Dull. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
And the Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the shotgun, drops back. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, past the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Bama. The defense adds 6 points. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
With the defensive score.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Alabama 48, Arkansas 14.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over 1st and
10. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
On the set.
Incompletion makes it second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, tied. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away.
Arkansas, 14.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Offense on the field to take over. And they'll use the ground game here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Touchdown, Alabama. And the beatdown continues.
Number 23 in the end zone.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Score Alabama 62, Arkansas 14.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Keeping it on the ground here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just another example of this offense is doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.